Hi, welcome back. So today we will go in a little bit more deeper than we did and to talk about defining business in more details. Specifically, we're going to look at how to, what are the important resources needed to start a business. Now, so what is needed to start a business, right? So let's look at the first thing here. We need to have money in order to start a business. I think you're quite familiar with that already. Now, how do you decide that you want to employ people, you want to buy things, you want to be able to pay them money, right? And therefore, money is a very important resource to start a business. Secondly, when you have a business or when you decide to start something, for example, if you would like to open a restaurant, right, you need to have people or basically workers to be able to work with you and for you. Why I say with you is because, well, as a business owner, you need to get your hands dirty as well, not just instructing people on what to do, but knowing how to do it, and doing it matters. Therefore, people will look up to you in that sense when you are able to do or to walk the talk. Now, you need space for a restaurant, right? You need to have either a building, a shop lot in a building, or a shop lot in a commercial area, or anything like that. So space is needed, whether it's a building or a land or an empty land, like Dulip, when he wants to build a forest, he needs to have a forest, and that is part of space or land. Most importantly as well is the entrepreneurial skill, or the idea of what you want to do. So if you have money and you have people who could work for you and you have space, but you have no idea of what to do, that would be a concern. So, and the entrepreneurial skill, or basically the mind of a business person, is important to start an enterprise or to start a business. Yeah. So these four important criteria here that we've mentioned about money, people, land, and enterprise or entrepreneurial skill, these makes up for the four factors of production, which is needed to create a particular good or a service. What do I mean by a good or a service? Basically, a good or a service depends on the types of things that you're going to create. If you're going to create something that you could see, feel, and touch, like the items that you see on your right hand side of the slide, where you have a red dress or a watch, right? These are types of goods that you sell to someone in exchange for cash. But if you're going to provide a service, for example, in this case of me teaching or guiding students in class, I provide a service, a teaching service, right? Or if or if a plumber comes to fix my sink at home, he's providing me with a service of fixing something that is broken, right? So these are examples of goods and service. In the next slide, let's talk about how the four factors of production, which is basically, if you recall, let's look at it again, was money, people, land, and enterprise or entrepreneurial skill. The factors of production is needed for a business to create products or services. That means what kind of products or services that the four resources can produce. Let's talk about consumer goods. Right now, consumer goods are goods that can be bought by you. Well, basically, you buy them, you use them on yourself, or you consume them. When I say consume them, you may just swallow it like a pill, for example. These are all types of goods, right? Or you wear it on you like a watch or a dress, And when you talk about consumer services, similar to how a plumber would come to my house and fix my sink, and he provides me with a service, right? Or when I visit a doctor, and because I'm not well, right, and I get consultation for it, and that is also a form of a service. Okay. Then there's also a portion on capital goods. Now, basically, capital goods are goods that businesses use, all right, to make more money in their business. For example, when Dulip decides to buy a forest, and he needs to buy saws and all those equipments to actually cut the trees down, make it all beautiful before he could sell it off as a final good. Those items, like the saws that he used, and the equipment, the heavy equipment that he used in his business, is considered as a capital good because it is used to generate other generate the final product or service. That wraps up today's class. For more reading materials, please visit my blog as shown on the screen, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.